John was bringing a very different energy than we were on the intro.
Jake seems very destructive today. Good God.
He's mad. He's
I
really
thought it would
mad.
be good. I
Like
thought about it last week, and I thought that would be a good bit, but I wanted to do it when Tyler was here. Like
Were
just
you
getting your
punching
ass-
me or Tyler? Both because it was one
You,
fist. You
especially
like
after-
on like this, and I feel like
I
that
don't
would've
know
been
if you
both of us.
noticed, but I got angrier when you brought up Funko Pops.
Yeah, well that tracks.
Yeah,
How about the fact that it's Jalen Hurts and Amon-Ra St. Brown?
that doesn't make it better.
Because these are the two guys that are going to
Boo.
lead both my teams to a fucking championship.
If you win both leagues and I lose being the only person to do that, I'm gonna be distraught.
I think there's a solid chance I win all three, including the kicker league. Did you
Damn.
know?
that doesn't.
That would be
matter.
the true
Doesn't
triple
even
crown.
matter.
That's the
That
triple
no, that
crown,
matters
baby.
a lot. Actually,
That's
that would
crazy.
be sick. That would
Jake,
be
you
sick.
got knocked out of the kicker league. How's it feel that you got knocked out of the kicker league
I didn't even set
and
a
the
lineup
Dynasty
this
League in the
week.
same week?
I didn't even set a lineup.
The two most important
You did.
leagues
You did
you
set
got
a
knocked out of.
That's
Yeah.
not even true.
The
The
kicker league,
league
in
of
which
record's
we-
only
we have-
unimportant.
We've
because
each invested
Tyler hasn't won.
$100 a person in the kicker league, and you just give up.
We did not. I did not pay $100.
I took it out of your
You
wallet.
didn't pay your dues.
I certainly did not.
I
was
stole money from
$100.
your house.
I will sooner be kicked out of that league.
Yeah, last time we saw you, we took a bunch of cash out of your wallet, so that's gonna be your
Joke's
dues.
on you. I don't keep cash. I got $6 in my wallet right now. So
Not
if
for
the
long.
buy-in is $6, you can have it.
All right. $6. Is it all singles, or do you have a $5 bill or some twos? You have a two?
Ooh.
No, I
Remember
do actually
$2
have
bills?
a collection of twos somewhere because my grandmother used to give me a bunch of twos. I assume thinking, this will be worth something someday.
Who's
She
on the
was
$2
wrong.
bill?
They're worth money.
She
John
also-
Adams?
I mean, it's worth $2. She also set up
Is it?
this is a very Tyler story. She set up a college fund for me and my sister, and then she gambled it away.
Hot.
Oh no. Oh no, it's Thomas Jefferson on the two.
She brought us to Disney World though, or Disneyland.
If you were wondering, it
There you go.
Tyler is correct. It is John.
Wait, which one is
Jefferson
it?
on the $2 bill?
Is Disney World in California?
No, Disney World
Disney
is
World.
Florida. Disneyland.
Yeah.
is
Orlando.
Okay, we went to Disneyland,
Do you know what city Disneyland is in?
Anaheim.
That is correct. Can you name the baseball team from Anaheim?
I can name the hockey team, the Ducks.
That's true. I think I didn't expect you to pull that
Yes.
one out. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Anaheim.
Yeah.
Slink,
You
can
know,
you
quack,
fact check
quack,
that, Slink, if you're
quack,
watching?
quack,
Slink.
quack.
I think he's here, but I'm not 100%.
I
sure.
want a Mighty Ducks jersey.
You just want a lot of fun things.
Yep.
You're a fun guy.
I want a
You're
Mighty
not a
Bash
mushroom.
Brothers. You know Bash Brothers from the Mighty Ducks?
All right, so let's get into the show here.
Bye, Jake.
See you later. No, Jake can
What?
come back.
I got kicked out for the Bash Brothers? That's a deep cut, brother.
That was a deep cut.
Oh, Slink
Bash
says
Brothers
yes.
rock.
It
Yeah,
was
see?
Nice.
So I forget what you even Fulton? Does that mean
Fulton,
something?
hell yeah. I like Slink.
Yeah,
Fulton,
I know
yeah.
he knows
Slink gets
hockey and fun movies. So
Yeah. You're
Slink
the movie
also,
guy and you don't know Mighty Ducks. That's crazy. There's 3 hitters. The Mighty Ducks is
Well,
a great trilogy.
I'm
Name
a
another
movie
trilogy.
guy, but that doesn't mean I've seen like all these kind of like cult classic kids films.
Cult classic. It's the Mighty Ducks.
Right. I also haven't seen
Oh my
Space
God.
Jam. Sue me. I don't know. Sorry.
That's pretty crazy. But yeah, there's always a few of those that slip through the
Hadn't you not
cracks. I
seen
agree.
Goodfellas until I showed you Goodfellas?
Yeah, but again, like there's a lot of like a
That's
Big Lebowski
crazy.
I didn't watch until last year.
Oh, you like movies? Name every movie.
Goodfellas is arguably one of the best movies of all time.
What, you haven't seen every movie ever?
You haven't seen every movie
Okay,
that's
but
ever been
John
made?
has
You
seen
fucking
most
moron.
All right,
John
Jake.
has
Let me
a
see. You like
sense of-
movies? Name 3 Liam Neeson movies, no sequels. Go.
Taken.
Nope.
He's in Taken. Yes, he is.
Yeah. Okay. No sequels. No sequels.
No sequels.
Taken
Okay, he's in
2.
Taken.
He's not in the Sandlot Slink.
He's in Taken. What else is he in? Oh man, I'm on the. He's in Star Wars: Phantom Menace.
That's correct. Who does he play?
He plays Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yep.
Oh shit. What else?
Name
is
one
he
more
in?
Liam Neeson movie. Come on. Come on. Who am I? Who am I? Get you. I'm gonna get you. Come on.
What
At the
is
very
that?
end, it ends like this after a
Oh.
plane crash.
Oh right, yes, he's in what is that? The with the wolves.
I don't think he's in Toy Story. That's
No,
Tom
he
Hanks.
said Toy Story.
God damn it.
He's
God
not in.
damn it.
What you're just naming movies, Slink? I don't think you could literally Google this.
White, the Wonder. What is
The Gray.
The Gray. Hey, I was close with the.
How
Gray.
about I don't know, Schindler's List?
Yeah,
See,
one
Like
best
the lead?
picture. Yeah,
All right. Anyway,
he's in a lot.
we
of
don't
other
have that doesn't
stuff,
need that much airtime. We're
Right,
we
Schindler's
can
List.
move on.
Anyways, welcome back to the show. Those
Ted
Fantasy
2.
Dudes podcast. This is the semi-finals week.
Semifinals.
Some of us have made it to semifinals. Actually, we've all made it to a semifinal matchup, one way or another. In a league. I'm assuming Jake, you made it in your work league as well. You got the bye, right?
Yeah, I got the bye.
Okay.
I believe it or not, I did not lose to the bye.
Shocking. I kind of did, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, a little
That's
bit.
crazy.
A little bit, yeah. So it's a big week. In most of your leagues, there are 4 teams left, and everybody else down for the count. Out. Done.
Crazy.
That is
This is
nuts.
also notoriously when I lose.
True.
This
And
is
that's-
very
that
true.
prophecy is looking like it might come true in Dynasty.
You know, I mean, I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I
You care. You care so much.
It's
I
okay
care
to
a
care,
lot,
John.
'cause
It's cool to care.
It's okay. It's
I
not
don't-
cringe. We're not Gen Z.
I can't even tell you. I don't think I've ever been as stressed as I was like the last 2 nights of football, like Sunday night, Monday night, primarily for league of record against Gabby. I mean, we will get into that matchup, but
That fucking
for the love
matchup,
of
dude.
God, Desmond Ritter, if I knew where you lived, I would send you death threats.
Oh my god.
Like,
That's
I
crazy.
truly-
Don't say that.
Earnestly, dude.
Say that.
How is that bad at football? Like, how is it possible that every time you drop, like, it truly feels like you will throw a pick six? And you were just even to the point where the announcers are like, "Get this guy out of the game." Like,
But he doesn't even do it in a fun way like Jameis Winston.
no,
where he's
not at
slinging it.
all.
Like, he's just dog ass. Like he's just bad.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's so bad. I think the Raiders should truly just forfeit the last 2-3 games of the season. They'd be better off. I don't think he's in Titanic, Slink.
Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter isn't
Desmond
Titanic.
Ritter
Desmond
might-
Ritter actually in Titanic.
If I could throw Desmond Ritter off the Titanic and go back to 1912, I would do that.
You would save him?
Men, women, and children. No, I'd throw him in the water. So he would
John,
freeze
would you
to
give
death.
your own life to kill him?
Imagine I had a time machine right now and I could take one person with me to the Titanic and we both die. It would be Desmond Ritter. But
So
he didn't-
yes,
I
the answer's
still
yes.
won. But I fucking was stressed. Okay.
That was literally just yes with more steps. Like I would take him back and drown him in the Titanic.
I would. I want to watch him. There would not be room on the door for him. I'll tell you right now. He's like 6'4". He's a big football player. Anyways, those fantasy dudes at those fantasy dudes on TikTok, Instagram, all those fun places. Where's my notes, by the way? Not that I don't know it by heart at this point, but
Oh, you got to know it by heart. Come on.
yeah, I've been really struggling with
Fake
the podcast
host. No,
platforms.
I'm just
dude.
kidding.
Nate or Jake, you know, last week I really struggled saying the podcast platforms.
That's true. I wouldn't have told Tyler, but he did struggle.
Damn.
Follow us on X Fantasy Dudes Pod if you need some help with start sits before playoffs. I wouldn't trust us, but you're more than willing to try.
Trust me, I gave great
Yeah.
advice to you last week.
Yeah, I would have
Baker
lost
Mayfield
if I didn't
Bauman,
listen
yeah.
to you.
I may have told someone to start Khalil Shakir over Brian Thomas Jr. because
I owe you one.
that's how it goes.
That's a real friend. That's a real dog move of you, Tyler.
So
she's still
helping out
losing,
not an
Right.
exact
right?
science. What's
Does
that?
she still? No, she wins, doesn't she?
Yep.
Wow.
That's why, I've always told Allie, like, I'll give you what I would do, but I wouldn't take that as gospel. You guys
Right.
will give you advice because you guys have strong opinions no matter what I say.
This is
Yeah.
fair.
Well, I don't like to agree with you on anything. I like to be right, and I want you to be wrong.
Yeah.
Does that make
That's
sense?
been my experience so far in life.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, you can follow us on X Fantasy Dudes Pod. Click the link in our Instagram bio to give us money. Slink, highly recommend. And if you do watch the podcast on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Slink, I know you did that. That way you never
Ooh.
miss an episode.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
The Falcons will be benching QB Kirk Cousins and will start rookie
Wow.
Michael Penix Jr. versus the Giants. It's a tough defense to start against.
The
Sorry, Drake
Giants?
London owners.
The Giants, yeah, Kayvon Thibodeau, and
I'm not that
the
concerned about
Giants' offense has been god awful.
John is speaking as a very biased Bijan Robinson owner
Yeah,
right now.
I don't really.
The Giants' defense
Go
has been kind of
Sports, let's
legit.
go.
Yeah, they've got
Louisiana chat.
Thibodeau. They've also got a couple other. They brought in what's his name from not Jacksonville, from the Panthers.
Brian Burns.
Brian Burns.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Brian
don't know,
Burns is a
man.
bad
As
motherfucker, dude.
A bad
Tyler
man.
did call me out, a biased Bijan Robinson owner, but yeah, I'm not concerned about the Giants. Trap game, probably.
I mean, I would be less concerned for Bijan than I would for Michael Penix Jr. or
Why'd you say it like that?
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Penix. It's
Michael
Penix
Penix Jr.
Michael Penix Jr.
Jokes. We're gonna have fun.
Michael Penix Jr. It's not wrong.
Anyways, if you're
All right.
watching and you prefer to listen, I don't condone it, but if you would like to do that, you can do so on the various podcast platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, TuneIn, iHeart, Stitcher, Castbox, Reason, Radio Republic, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Bullhorn, Caster, Podchaser, Podcast Adder, Podbean, Podcast Guru, Podcast Republic, Podverse, and Spotify for podcasters, our host platform.
Very
Okay.
nice.
We might
That's
be
good.
back. We might be back. That was pretty.
We are
good.
That
so
was pretty
back.
good.
We're
that
back.
that was a 90+ rating.
I think
would
I missed
say.
a syllable there around maybe Castbox, but we're back. We're back.
The really tough one is Tune in iHeart Radio.
Yeah,
Tune
tune
in
in
iHeartRadio.
Radio.
I'm sorry to all the Tune and iHeartRadio listeners. Those are all the places you can watch it. Really,
Who is Rolly Diaz? That feels like a new listener in our chat.
he's a cool guy. Post notifications on.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Anyways, should we get into the
Oh,
Brittany
fucking
Mahomes
A.
update? Jake,
Oh no.
you
We
want to
talk
get
about
into
more
no.
Liam.
Huh?
I want more Liam Neeson movies.
That's you're on the
More
wrong podcast.
Liam. Huh?
You can listen to our sister podcast for that.
Brittany Mahomes update.
Brittany Mahomes update.
Tyler, did you hear I won last week?
That was the fit check.
Yeah, I beat the brakes off.
Oh,
We can't win the Brittany
damn,
Mahomes
dude.
update.
No, well, we're all.
Oh, you can win the update. We're all
We're all
winning.
winners.
You can
We're gonna
only
talk about Brittany
lose.
Mahomes.
Actually, you can
We're all-
only lose.
We can only win with this segment.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you're new to this segment, it's a segment where we talk about one of the best NFL wives, Brittany Mahomes.
Low bar.
She's no, this is a pretty high bar for NFL wives, I would say.
I don't
Oh,
know
God.
any of them.
I
I
see
think
what's
he's at the
coming,
tip
and I
top.
can't do this. I can't. do
Yeah,
this,
it's
John.
coming
I
to the point. It's
you
to the point
cannot
it's
click
in-
on that.
We have to.
You
Brittany Mahomes update.
please
It's
don't
to
do
the
this.
point
to
in the
me.
pregnancy.
My family
where
watches this.
the flow. Like I don't even know. Like
Please.
Jake, we were here last week, right? Like it wasn't revealing at all. It's gotten out of hand. Maybe we'll click
Family
up this one.
listens to this.
Very merry, Brittany says. Patrick with a heart. Jake, let's play a little popcorn. Why don't you read this comment for us so everybody knows how
Okay.
y'all feel about Brittany Mahomes?
This is from Ray BNZ. Ravens. They make a lovely couple. Despite their slightly differing fashion tastes, they do not appear to be phony for the purpose of taking pictures. They are content with them. They are content
Intent.
with themselves and in love.
These are some of the worst photos I've seen. Like they seem really happy, but like
Pat's
quality
fit
wise,
is dog ass, though. I gotta give that. Like that is a
Yeah, that's rough.
shit ass fit. Oh
I
my
wonder
god,
if this is on Fit Check. Maybe we could look in. Maybe it's like a
Pat
$30
Mahomes-
fit.
dude.
Ugh.
Pat Mahomes right there looks like he's going to like school at a Catholic school in like a bad part of town.
That's like middle school dance.
That's yeah.
They
The-
need to
the
be. They need
polo
to be
buttoned
further
up all the
apart.
way. Is
Gotta stick the
crazy.
broomstick in and spread them out. Yeah, Brittany, as you know, she's in her third trimester. She's
Wait,
still
what did you
working
just
out
say,
too.
John?
As
Hold on,
you
we
know.
glossed over that. What did you just say?
I said Brittany, as you know, is in her
No,
third
no, no, no,
trimester.
no, no. Before that one, what about a broomstick?
See, like in this picture, like when you're at a school dance, you stick the broomstick in to spread them apart
Oh, okay.
because you're too close.
I thought you were talking about it putting
You're a
a broomstick
sicko,
in-
Jake. You're a
You're
sicko.
watching too much
Stick
13
to
Reasons
the
Why,
John.
Jake, you sick fuck.
Who would ever say something like
They
that? Huh?
did that. That happened at a school in where I'm from. That happened at a school.
Where
here.
you're from?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not
Dox
gonna share
yourself.
about it.
Dox
I'm not
yourself.
Yeah.
doxing myself.
What high
but
school did you go to? What street did you grow up
It's
on?
not my school, but yeah, as a kid, I knew a kid from that area, and he was like, "Yeah, it wasn't as bad as they were saying it was. Like it was just hazing." I'm like, Brother, they put a broomstick in some kid's ass.
Oh no!
Like,
Oh no!
Yeah, but how big?
No.
Maybe maybe it's not as bad as you think.
no, it's
Give them the
probably
benefit of the
worse.
doubt. It's just a broomstick.
Bro, we're not going. We're not doing this.
Hi, Tyler's
My wife
dad.
suggests to rate Travis
Join
Kelce.
the
Yeah.
show.
We have had our fair share of Taylor Swift talk on the show, but as you know, the Eras Tour did end. It is truly the end of an era, according to People Magazine. So we're here to talk about Brittany Mahomes' third trimester in pregnancy.
Oh,
And this
God.
outfit specifically, you think that's Travis Kelce's ass? Maybe.
More like
What's wrong with
elbow,
you?
but
What's wrong with you as a
Oh,
person?
why don't you read this one, Tyler? Why don't you read this comment for us?
Christy Jones says, name suggestion. Hope you like it. Marigold Mahomes and call her Goldie. What do you think, Hart?
Let's read the comments. Fucking terrible.
Did anyone
Buffworms.
reply to her? Wow.
Terrible.
So mean.
LOL in the what's it say? Very
Very because
I'm
they
dying, waiting for this baby's name. She gas picked the name Skylar Rose. Are you serious with this name? Yeah. I don't think Marigold's that bad.
Oh,
did name her
okay.
other kid
Hip
Blonde.
Mom 13 knows what's going on. She's never announced the name, and with the other two, waited until after birth to announce. When and where did she even say that? She's taking it so
She's
seriously.
suggesting a name. She's
I
not
truly
saying that's
think
the name.
He's like,
She-
that's not the kid's name.
This
She has
includes-
not said that.
This includes John. People like this should be on a goddamn list. Like, if
Yeah,
I,
that's
like,
crazy.
I've never liked a celebrity enough to even comment on their Instagram.
Her
Let
photos
alone
have really taken a turn this week. Like normally, like they're really like look how like fancy these are. Like, oh my
Yeah, the
god,
professional lighting,
right? And then like, what the fuck is this, dude?
and that's
It's
like an iPhone.
Did she use a flip cam? What is this? It's like out of focus. This is so out of character for her.
she's probably using a digital camera. It's trendy.
Oh, that is kind of a thing now, isn't it? To like,
Yeah.
Anyways, if you do want to look at Brittany Mahomes' Instagram, you can do so at Brittany Lynn, BrittanyLynne on Instagram. Be one of the 2.1 million. But with that being said, let's get into the Brittany Mahomes fit check.
Oh, yeah. You know what time it is. It's Fit Check with Brittany Mahomes. Yep, here we go. Jake's favorite segment. We're talking clothes, shoes, dresses, maybe even bags.
What's Bronze wearing?
Wait, you do it along
Ron's
with it.
wearing. Let's find
Let's
out.
find out.
What's Ron's wearing?
It's Fit Check with Brittany Mahomes.
Oh, unfortunately,
All right.
it's one bit.
Perfect. So here we go. No, I'm just
Oh.
kidding. We're not doing this. We're not doing this one. We're not doing this one.
No, you
What's
just pulled
Brittany
the rug
not
out from
wearing
under
is the
me.
Real question there. Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
No, in reality, I'm gonna let you guys choose. We can either do the puffy
No.
jacket or this fit
Oh,
here
okay,
with
okay.
Patrick.
I want to do Patrick Mahomes' $15 outfit.
I think we have to do this one.
Oh no. Yeah, we have to. Her and Patrick.
Oh, great.
Oh, her
Jake,
fit's gonna be
you?
crazy expensive
I knew
now.
you liked this part, Jake.
Yeah, Jake
I-
secretly
you know what?
loves this now.
I got to bring it around. I have come around on this segment a little bit. It's a little bit fun.
It takes some getting used to.
It's
I
hard, well, it's hard to go into it with a bad headspace because the song is just you can't help but enjoy that.
It's just it gets you going.
It's really good. I made it in 15 minutes for the record. But okay, if you're new to this segment, it's the Brittany Mahomes fit check. It kind of speaks for itself, but basically there's a link in her bio to take a look at her outfit so you yourself can look like and dress like Brittany Mahomes, which a lot of people would probably aspire to do. So
Oh, everyone wants to
punishment
dress
to me.
that way. You have
obviously, I do. You know what? I might
Obviously.
be this for Halloween next year. Patrick
League,
That would
Mahomes.
be
league punishment
incredible.
next year. You have to copy one Brittany Mahomes outfit. Last place.
Can I dress like Bronze or Sterling? That'd be way weirder.
I thought it had to be a punishment.
John. Someday John's
None of
gonna
this
wear
would be
his
punishment
skin.
for me. Okay, what khakis do we go with? Jeez, man.
Oh God.
It's not.
They're kind of
giving
like
me
a weird, like wide leg khaki because everything's wide leg trend now.
Is it
Yeah,
Jinko?
If
khakis?
the fucking khakis aren't 4 inches away from my leg on either side, I'm not wearing them.
But I get a lot of shit for skinny jeans, like because I'll wear them at work, and people like you shouldn't wear those.
They're
Yeah,
just
I do
pants,
want you
man.
to know that makes you look old.
Skinny
Damn,
jeans are
this
kind of out.
shirt from
gonna lie.
Patrick is from Prada.
Yeah,
Looks
I can
like
see the
That's
little
gonna make
tiny
this-
upside down triangle.
Call
make
him a
it kinda tough.
frauda.
All right,
Yeah.
Tyler, you are on Google duty in case the links don't work.
Okay.
No, Jake. We figured out last week that you have like a 6th sense for this. Like, I don't know how the fuck you do it, Tyler, but Jake was taking like 4 times the time to look these up.
Damn.
I don't know if you have like a special dark web link to.
I'll
these
tell you
websites,
what,
like,
man. You
kinda
know what
fucked up.
Google loves? Google loves a good old caveman brain. If you're just like red dress pockets expensive, and then it like most will pop up,
You must mean this. Actually,
and then
I do.
You can see the same thumbnails from these links, and you're like, oh, there it is.
It's true. These are also ripped right off Google, so it's like,
Yeah.
maybe that. Okay, here we go. So we'll go with this one for Patrick. What jacket? I'm thinking this one here. This seems like, well, okay, this one's from Revolve. This is probably the real one from my Theresa. What the fuck?
My Teresa.
Oh, this is from Saks Fifth Avenue down here. Should we do that one?
Hmm.
And this is
No,
from
it's hard
Revolve.
to tell. One has pockets, one does not. I'll let you use your best judgment here.
I really think this one here seems
Okay.
like the Saks Fifth Avenue. That seems like the go-to for Brittany.
Yeah.
We got the bag here from Bottega Veneta,
Oh, okay.
which is a fancy name. That's Italian, so clearly it's worth money.
It is a fancy name, John.
Thank you. We have 2 stilettos here. We have Jimmy Choo, which is a very famous designer.
Oh, I
Jimmy
we have-
Choo, I think would make sense.
We have Rolly, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And then, we even have a bracelet, Glossy Arch Pony from Lillette, New York. So we do have a little bit of jewelry here, which could really
Ooh.
drive up the price, as we know. So for Patrick, these are from, where are these from? Oh, Saks Fifth Avenue, right? Okay. All right, everybody do your calculations in your head or on your on your computer. And we'll get into it here.
Okay. So we are using the Jimmy Choo shoes.
Yeah, Jimmy Choo
The Jimmy
shoes.
shoes.
The bag is from Bottega Veneta.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Brittany's jacket is from Saks Fifth Avenue. Jeez, man, this is kind of tough. Shit. I lost my thumbnail behind me.
All right. I got my answer. Locked in.
Going with 4.8, and Gabby going with 3K. All right.
I just threw mine up there.
I already have it. I'm not going to change it. Here we go. In the chat.
Oh, I didn't put one in. Yeah, I do have a number though.
Very good.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're good. This will be an interesting one. I don't know. I feel like the shoes in the bag, man. Shoes in the bag can skew
Yeah,
like
I
crazy.
underestimated it. The bag.
Tyler with the highest bid. I've been overbidding a lot, so I'm kind of being a little bit more tentative with my bids here lately. But it's Price is Right rules. You get closest as you can without going over. Whoever's the furthest away gets a cup of water in their face at the end of the year. Jake's been keeping track of all the fit checks. Here we go.
Yeah,
Tyler
John's
with-
lost everyone.
That's not true. Don't. I hope you're not writing that because I will make sure that we
I
get.
hope
it
you're not
correct.
writing it.
Champ is
Um,
back, baby. I need my victory
Tyler
here.
with 65.99. I'm with 5,700. Jake with 3,100. Here we go. Let's look at Patrick's blouse or polo shirt, if you will.
Prada polo.
Holy
Silk?
shit. Oh my! Oh, add to shopping bag. I did not mean to do that. $25.50.
I didn't know it was silk. That's insane.
I
Does it come with the wear?
Wow. I proposed like $250. I did not think.
I put $200 down for that shirt.
I saw
Yeah,
Prada. I
holy
put
fuck.
$650 for mine. That was my guess.
I think
insane.
that
That's
anybody who buys
insane.
this should.
Okay, should we go to the
die.
bag? I mean, I feel like we're gonna be so under.
Jake's going full French Revolution with this fucking segment, dude.
Oh, Gabby.
Oh, Gabby, what the hell?
No
It's
problem,
gonna be the
Rolly.
whole
No
thing.
problem. Thanks for
Bye, Rolly.
joining the show,
Bye,
buddy.
Rolly.
All right, Slink. Let's see what we got. Let's go to the Jimmy Choo shoes. See what we got here.
You guys are gonna be blown away by this too.
These are gonna
I
be
think
like
so.
$4,000. I've really underbid. Oh, $995.
That I was actually pretty close on. I put down $900.
I think I put around $650 for these.
Jimmy Choo is expensive.
As much as I thought, but okay. That shirt's unbelievable. Patrick looks like a bum, and his shirt costs $2,500.
It's rough.
That's
I put
crazy.
together better fits with things I bought on Facebook Marketplace.
All right, let's get the bag. We're at $35.45 right now. Here we go with the bag.
Yep.
No broken links so far. Knock on wood. The bag, $4,200.
All right, well there we go.
And just like that.
Just like that, I think Tyler already wins. Yeah, you win.
yeah.
Do we even do the rest? Like at this point.
No,
Might as
I
well,
mean,
just to see.
All right.
It's the pants.
Tyler wins, but Jake. Wait, is Jake farthest off? Yes. So Jake does
Has
get
to be.
water in the end in his face, no matter what. Here,
what if the pants are negative $3,000?
they paid him to take the pants because they're so dumb.
Honestly, we don't know the real money behind these. There's definitely situations where they have been given close.
For $890.
Fuck you.
That's insane. That's
Gross.
honestly Patrick's outfit right now actually costs more than some of Brittany's that we've done in the past. That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty absurd.
Let's go to the jacket here for Brittany Mahomes. Furamongo something. And the
Ferragamo?
$3,200.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's goddamn.
We're at almost 12K right now.
Every time I see Saks Fifth Ave, I keep thinking it's like Saks Fifth Ave brand because they have their own brand. So I'm like, okay,
Right,
that's
that's
not
what
that
I
bad. Ferragamo is a very well-known brand. That's insane. That's actually a crazy price on that too.
Those pants make him look homeless. Yeah, I agree. I don't know, man. They're just it seems like he took them off a homeless person and put them on at the very least.
It seems like he robbed a husky ninth grader from Catholic school. That's what it
I think I have that fit in my closet.
like. Yeah, no.
I
straight up,
definitely have
that's-
pants that look like this and a shirt.
Yeah.
1,000%
We
that
should
looks
all
like that.
we should all recreate that fit, like cop his fit and take a picture.
Dude, I can't because I'd catch like a harassment lawsuit just by walking down the street. People would be like, "Get away from me, you weirdo! Don't talk to me."
Here's the glossy arch pony, $128, 14 karat gold plated. So there's
I'm-
that.
Gross.
Man,
$12,000 is what we're at.
these people
Yeah,
are fucking
just
criminals.
under 12K.
That's
And
crazy.
then what's this thing? Does she have both of them in her hair? Is this an alternate? This is an alternative, I think. So I
That's
think
not
that's
bad. $14.
yeah. Okay, so that's everything. We're at $11,963. So
Unreal.
yeah, not looking good. Those fantasy dudes Christmas cards. Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, that's a
Gabby.
great idea. That's such a good
Fuck,
idea.
God damn it! Fuck.
And we'll send them to Dude Wipes and be like, please sponsor us. Please.
What if we get one of those cards that sings, but you record it and it's just inside? It's just going, please, please, please,
Please give us money. Instagram bio.
please, just give me wipes to wipe my ass, please.
I've been doing more Continental wipes. A little more accessible. Don't tell Dude Wipes,
I'm-
not a sponsor.
It's cool to know what you.
And there goes the
putting on your
sponsorship.
asshole.
It's purely for comedic purposes, and I do not stand by any of the claims I have just made. We hope to see you back every week for updates on Brittany Mahomes and possibly some fantasy football insights along the way. Thank you for your time. Yeah, I know. Anyways, that's a Brittany Mahomes update. 30 minutes in on the dot. We are now
Oh,
moving
right
on.
on the dot.
Oh yeah,
my
dude,
God.
come on. This is
Look
nothing
at
for
us. Look at us.
Come on.
Who's got a
Only
better?
took us half an hour to talk about football.
No,
Episode of NFL news and injury update.
NFL news and injury updates.
All right, Tyler, this is your time
Oh.
to shine, my man.
My time to shine. More like your time to have your players get hurt. Fucking nerd. Lions
you
head coach
fucking
Dan
bitch
Campbell
ass.
confirms David Montgomery tore his MCL and will undergo surgery to repair his knee. He is officially out for the season. That's a really rough one, dude. That he's been great. The Lions have been great in general. David Montgomery is a lot of people's RB1, honestly.
He's Jake's RB1 in league of record, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I mean,
Why? Who is it otherwise?
I've got Chuba and Bucky, and
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, they're good. They could open like a theme park together or something because they have weird
Chuba-
first names. Chuba and Bucky's.
Chuba Hubbard has
Bucky
been great.
Chubbs.
Bucky
Chuba Hubbard's been Bucky Chubbs.
That sounds like a
Oh no!
American restaurant. That you just
That
go and
sounds
get
like a place
discount
that He
steaks
does
on a
some,
Wednesday.
that sounds like the scary version of Bucky's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first version.
Yeah.
Chubbs truck
It's a tough one.
It's like that same squirrel, but the squirrel has an open penis out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
I
You're
hate
talking about
this.
the logo for Bucky's. Okay.
I thought we
was
wanted to talk
what-
about football
who's-
now.
Yeah.
So supposedly Montgomery is undergoing additional testing to his knee and getting a second opinion. I did see where they have been deciding whether or not to place him on IR. So I say he's officially out for the season. He's officially out for the regular season. There is a possibility that depending on his timetable, like really deep playoffs, maybe Super Bowl, he could return. That's why they haven't put him on IR yet. They want him to be eligible.
Or
just in
his
case.
MCL.
I'm just saying that's what I've seen. That's from David Montgomery and like a presser as well. Is they haven't officially placed him on IR yet because they're just making sure. All signs point to bad, but there's a possibility.
Damn. Well, that doesn't help me, but I mean, I love David Montgomery as a player. I love watching him and Jahmyr Gibbs, just watching the Lions just cook, just throwing them in. As a football fan, this sucks. And as a David Montgomery owner in Dynasty coming off the bye week, this is devastating.
Yeah.
It means I just have some really tough start sits to decide on, and that is what's single-handedly sunk me like 3 out of 4 years is making the wrong start sit. So that's the boat we're in again.
Yeah, it's scary territory. That is for sure. Start sits suck in the playoffs, big time.
You just gotta
Horrible.
ride that. You gotta
There's
ride
so
the
much
hot
more on
hand.
the line.
You got to ride who you feel good with. Go with your gut, because at the end of the day, second guess yourself a bunch and then make a shitty change. You're gonna be more upset than if you're just like, look, these are the guys I would have always started.
Yeah.
Right.
You're
right about that.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
good way to justify your mistakes is like, hey, I wouldn't have made any other calls. Like, just like when Tyler lost by less than a point to Sterling in Dynasty. It's like he benched Mike Evans on a week where Mike Evans had 3 touchdowns, and I can't remember who it was in favor of. But it was
150 yards or something, and I played DK Metcalf instead. Mike Evans hadn't had more than like a 5-point game in like 4 weeks. It was something crazy.
Yeah.
Just went absolutely ballistic. But anyway, that's how it goes. That's how things happen.
It's how it be sometimes.
Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, speaking of our boy Patty, was diagnosed with a mild high ankle sprain and is considered week to week, per Ian Rappaport. Kansas City plays on Saturday this week.
He had a full practice this week, today.
That's because it's Patrick Mahomes and they have witch doctors in Kansas City. Do you remember
I
when
swear to
he
God.
had a high ankle sprain in like it was like in the divisional rounds like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And like he was in genuine visible pain. And then he finishes the game and goes out there next week and goes to the Super Bowl.
It's completely fine.
I don't get it.
I think they're stealing ligaments from Carson Wentz. I think that's
You
what
think
they're
they're
like-
surgically, yeah, maybe.
yeah.
You'll be our backup quarterback. You'll get a Super Bowl ring, but we're stealing the muscles out of your legs.
Give
Out of
us-
your body.
Give us your
Maybe Alex
adrenochrome.
Smith. Maybe Alex Smith is still giving them parts of his body too. Like he's still contractually
I don't think he's got
obligated
many
to
parts
some
to give,
pieces of his
brother.
leg.
Yeah. He's
It was
about
that whole injury was just a false flag
Yeah.
for them to take his
It was
bones.
clearly very real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But no, this is a downgrade for sure to the Chiefs' offense as a whole if he is not available to play. Like John is saying, yeah, it's kind of crazy how his availability has been really good, even through stuff like this before. He's played through these injuries. They manage the offense around him. Andy Reid does a really good job of just like adapting to who he's got fresh every week. I got to give a lot of the credit to Andy Reid for this offensive, design and how they're able to get people the ball still, despite having Juju Smith-Schuster for no reason. It's so we'll see how it goes. I don't think this will impact his availability, really. Like John, that's what my gut says, but I don't know.
Do you think, like, let's say he sits, right? Like, outside chance that I almost feel like a guy like Kelsey would be more valuable because, like, they're not going to do as many, like, trick plays and weird stuff where they, like, throw it to Xavier Worthy and do, like, an end around or something weird. Like, they're just going to keep it simple in the offense and throw it to Travis Kelsey over the middle. Right?
Yeah,
like,
that's incorrect. Yeah.
I don't. It just run the ball, throw it to Travis Kelsey, throw it to your biggest target over the middle, some guy you can rely on. And maybe DeAndre Hopkins, a reliable, veteran wide receiver.
Right, now
I'm
you're
very
just
biased.
thinking. Yeah,
obviously, but
it's literally John's like, no, that just means that they'll do nothing else other than feed targets. They're going to throw the ball back and forth to each other.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
DeAndre Hopkins is not a slot guy. That's just not who he is. So I kind of disagree with that, but I agree with your point. Use your simple weapons. Run the ball a lot, I think, is what's going to be number one if Patrick Mahomes is not there. And the Chiefs can do that with anybody.
Yeah.
I just hope that Carson Wentz isn't a Noah Gray fan because that could single-handedly lose my matchup against him. Watching Noah Gray do well in fantasy is like the most painful fucking experience ever as a Travis Kelce owner.
Yeah, huge.
Horrible.
Huge, big time. It's awful.
Lock in, brother, because unless they draft somebody.
Shut the fuck up. Noah Gray's going to be nothing next year. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, Jake.
Him or Jared Wiley, unless they draft somebody.
Who?
We'll see.
I think they would. I think they do draft somebody. I think
I
Noah Gray
hope
is
they draft
completely irrelevant
Loveland.
next year.
Honest to God, I hope they draft Loveland from Michigan. Ooh.
What do you think? What do you think Noah Gray is worth in Dynasty?
I don't know, a late second right now.
I think a third, maybe.
Late second feels fair. He's got upside, and he's had some good games.
You can't start him.
What's he worth after the NFL draft?
Depends on whether they draft somebody. If they don't draft anybody, I think he's probably still worth a second until he's the guy.
To someone who really, really needs a tight end.
Well, why are they going
Noah
after
Gray
him
should
if
be
they-
on most. He should be on most waivers, even in Dynasty.
It's not true.
I will not be trading him for him, and I don't think anybody else would trade for him unless they had Travis Kelce.
Well, I'll see you when you need somebody, John.
I'll go to somebody else.
You got no draft picks.
Speaking of the Chiefs, they have released former first-round running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire per Adam Schefter.
Yeah, cold world.
I didn't see this until just now, honestly.
hilarious.
I mean, it's hilarious that it took them this long, to be honest.
I can't find his picture, so I'll just do a picture of Harrison Butker.
Very good.
Ugh.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been, big fall from grace last few years. I feel like he's going to get scooped up by somebody. I feel like his potential is still there. The Chiefs roster like 5 running backs always, so it doesn't always make sense to keep guys like this. I don't know.
He was just a big bust. I mean, he never really felt that good. I remember the year that he came into the league. He was a top 5 pick in Dynasty leagues, in rookie drafts, and he was going in the first round of redraft leagues.
He was a 101 in Dynasty for some places.
I think so, right? Like,
some people were grabbing it. He for a rookie draft for sure he was.
Yeah, what an absolute bust. I mean, he never had it. Even in his rookie year, it just never felt like he had what it took to be the guy. Yeah,
just wasn't right.
Yeah, 5'7", 207 his rookie year. He had 800 yards on the ground. He just never really got over the hump of just. He was plagued with injuries early on too. You have to remember that, but
that's true.
It's one of those things, man. Like running backs work really well, or they don't at all. It feels like there's not a lot of really good, like mediocre running backs. You're either a feature back or you're not getting used at all.
And sometimes you're just not that good. I mean, look at Pacheco. It's like he's kind of built for this offense. He's a bruiser. He's a guy that's determined to make up for where he was drafted. Like he goes out there and he busts through that line every single time. It never felt like Clyde Edwards-Helaire had the fire in him.
Yeah, because he's 5'7". He's a little guy.
Too many names too. He's got the
how
name.
Tall
of
is
like
how tall is Jahmyr Gibbs?
Not a running back.
Yeah, but Jahmyr Gibbs is fast.
So is Clyde Edwards-Helaire, man.
Not
I mean,
fast
he
enough.
wasn't slow. He's a professional football player.
Crazy
Jahmyr Gibbs,
throw.
for the record, has 2 inches on Clyde, which is kind of funny.
Yeah,
Goblin
'cause-
mode.
Goblin mode. Travis Hunter. Nah, he's not goblin mode.
Nah,
That
he's
photo's a
not.
little goblin mode, if you ask me. Good
Photo
for him
share.
for winning the Heisman. That's crazy.
It was like the
Um,
most narrow Heisman victory since like 2009 or something like that.
Damn. That's crazy.
Ashton Gianti had 10 more touchdowns than Reggie Bush did in his Heisman year.
Yeah, and also the most rushing yards of any college football player, I think, of all time.
Yeah,
It's
kinda
a
nuts.
quarterback award at this point, just like the NFL MVP.
Well, Travis
It's so
Hunter
hard
is
for-
not a quarterback, and neither of several winners. Devonta Smith, not
What's
a
Travis
quarterback.
Hunter?
Travis Hunter is
He's
a wide receiver and a cornerback.
Yeah.
That's why they
Oh.
gave it to him, is because he was like pretty highly graded at
he's-
both positions.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I think it was bullshit politics, dude. Deion Sanders swayed that, and what is it? Ashton Janet? I don't know how to pronounce that last name.
I think it's Gianti.
Janetti? Ashton Janetti? I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
Anyway, I think he deserved it. I like him better, but
Whatever. Tyler, what
Um,
else we got? Anything
Yeah,
else relevant?
another news here. Kind of.
Okay.
Browns running back Nick Chubb broke his foot.
That's sad.
That's just really sad, man. I hate to see that for Nick Chubb. How has he been for fantasy the last couple weeks?
not
Bad.
good.
Really
Not
bad.
great, right?
He's been
Yeah,
bad
so
since he came back.
he's probably been on the bench anyway.
Yeah, he hasn't
Yeah,
done
it's
a
rough.
goddamn
His
thing.
snap
since
count
he
hasn't been there at all.
mentioned.
He's only in third of snaps. When he is, it's pretty obvious that they're going to be running the ball. So it's not a good situation for the Browns. Odell Beckham Jr. was released by Miami and has since cleared waivers. He's now a free agent. So we'll see
That
about
man's
that
a
one.
raven. That man is a raven.
That man is on the
Why
couch.
though? Who cares? He's not good anymore.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that is a good thing. I'm just saying they're going to take him. They're going to get him.
Cool cleats.
We
Yeah,
saw
that
him
was
play
the,
football.
that was at the game that we
Recently.
saw him play
That's true.
football, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike How's my cleats game.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know. It comes to a certain point where you are washed, and there's too many fast younger guys ahead of you, and it is what it is. You know, Devontae Adams is going to be on his way out next year. Like it, just kind of how it goes.
Yeah. Derek Carr underwent further examination recently. He's at least a few weeks away from being able to withstand contact. With 3 weeks remaining, a return this season is described as very unlikely. He's been out with a left hand fracture, with his fracture being in 2 different places on his hand. I don't know if you guys saw that play. I wasn't here last week to talk about it, but oh my God. Just a stupid nothing play. He had no reason to launch himself in the air like that going out of bounds.
I saw it. It was ridiculous. He's not built to do things like that. It's
Like
just-
you're
and
not
also-
Josh Allen, bro. Like don't fucking hurl yourself at people. It's
and
crazy.
Don't land on your wrists like that. Like you're not Superman.
Yeah.
So I think the Saints have such an outside chance of even. They might even be eliminated.
Dude,
I'm looking.
It's awful because through 3 weeks the Saints offense was like unbelievably good.
Yeah,
These
the
guys
early
were putting up,
season, they
like,
were, popping.
6 touchdowns a game or something. It was like ridiculous. So
Yeah.
to see how far they've fallen is rough. You got to feel for Saints fans here, but
They're
Yeah, Derek
directly
Carr
in the
just-
middle.
just not playing smart football, man. Don't put yourself in a situation like that. It's crazy.
Pretty dreadful offense without him too. I mean, it wasn't
It
really
really
great,
is.
but the Alvin Kamara drop off. Tyler,
Jake Hayner. Oh.
do you know Alvin Kamara might have gotten a reception touchdown this week? It was not from Jake Hayner, and it was not from their other quarterback. Do you remember? Do you know who it was from?
No, I saw him catch it, but who threw it?
Cedric Wilson.
Oh
Oh,
my God. Cedric Wilson threw a dot. Alvin Kamara, that was one of the most unbelievable catches I've ever seen,
Yeah,
especially from a running back. I was like, oh my God,
they're like
He's so
sports
crazy
string wide
highlight.
receiver threw that ball.
that's insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so just imagine that they don't do a trick play like that. Alvin Kamara has 4 points. So
Unreal.
yeah,
Unreal. But yeah, big downgrades for the Saints, if it's not obvious at this point. The Tennessee Titans are planning to bench Will Levis for Week 16 per Jay Fowler, ESPN. Mason Rudolph would be the next man up unless the Titans activate Trevor Siemian off the practice squad. I don't know about that one.
I saw
Does this
them
make
maybe like
Calvin
that.
Ridley a smash start, even after he had his best week with Rudolph at the helm against Detroit? Calvin Ridley is not a smash start at all, John. I'm sorry to tell you.
I would copy and paste what I found online. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
literally not.
Literally have no.
What do you mean?
What?
Calvin Ridley should be. He had the best wide receiver schedule of any wide
Oh
receiver
my
for the
God,
last 8
this
weeks. of the
again-
Let me
season.
go.
What the fuck happened? Like, I'm sorry, but like, I don't. Will Levis just
And he
throw the
has
fucking
and he
ball.
has the worst quarterback season for the last 3 games too.
Well, get Mason Rudolph out there, and I think it could change. You know,
It doesn't matter who you're playing against if your
Get
fucking
Mason-
team
man.
beats itself.
Listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. Get Mason
Listen.
Rudolph out there, and things could change.
Mason Rudolph has been a figurehead of our league at one point, so I'm glad to see him coming back
No,
into
it's
the
because-
circulation quarterbacks. No, my question is, in completely unbiasedly, this could help other people, maybe not just me. And this just whatever you say does not influence my decision. I'll still make some boneheaded decision going into me and Tyler's matchup. But Calvin Ridley with Mason Rudolph at quarterback, or DeAndre Hopkins with Carson Wentz at quarterback?
Neither.
You got to pick one. You got to pick
Uh,
one.
Calvin Ridley, I guess.
Wow.
I gotta say
think the
DeAndre
floor is-
Hopkins. I
the
think
floor
DeAndre
is-
Hopkins gets more open.
I just think
Damn.
the floor is lower with DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah,
I think they're
I
both
don't
around the
disagree
same,
with you because the thing is, like, as much as it pains me to say, Calvin Ridley is the top option on that offense at this point.
It's kind of the only
Yeah.
option outside of Tony Pollard.
And Tony
in terms of
Pollard has
who gets the
been,
ball.
he's been there. He's been on the field. He scored last week, but he hasn't really been a super impactful player. He had a good game against Jacksonville, but Jacksonville's been rough. Just the last 3 weeks for Tony Pollard have not been great. So I could see Calvin Ridley getting his, 7 targets, 6, 7 targets. And yeah, maybe having a better floor because, I mean, realistically, like, DeAndre Hopkins, he's getting his targets too. That's the thing. Like, 6
They're
to
both
9
pretty
last 4
equal in
weeks,
terms of output. like-
which is crazy. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's tough for me. I think the Chiefs are a better offense and a better defense. I think they're just a better football team. So I'd expect DeAndre Hopkins to have more actual playing time on the field, more snaps and reps.
Yeah, garbage time though.
It's true. That's also true. But
And, I mean, Mason Rudolph is ass, but he's also like serviceable. Like, it's not like he's the worst quarterback in the league.
right. Chiefs are playing Houston. Tennessee's playing Indy. Indy's pretty
Yeah.
banged up, and they've been kind of rough too. So I want to
I'm
know what
also-
tickets are for that game. They're probably free.
It's a divisional game. What do you mean? No,
Oh.
I'm. It's to the point too where you kind of have to look at some of these games as like and see, is it a dome game or are they playing in the freezing cold somewhere? Like I'm starting to
I
look at
like-
it like that.
Yeah, because
Is
the problem is the last 3 weeks we've seen the 49ers just be completely non-existent on offense because of the weather.
Because of weather, right? So Indy is a dome, and Houston is a well, no, this would be in Kansas City, which I don't know what the weather is, but that's something I would want to look at.
Yeah.
Either way, we can move on here. What else you got, Tyler? Anything?
That is mostly it. DTR is going to get the start in Week 16 over Jameis Winston. He's
That's
because
exciting.
Jameis Winston has thrown 6 touchdowns and 9 interceptions over the past 4 weeks,
Man,
and fumbled
he's
3
fun.
times.
He's
Mhm.
fun to watch play football.
Boy, is he! Because
I wish they would leave him.
you
in,
never
dude.
know.
Who cares at this point? What the fuck?
Yeah.
The only thing they're trying to save is Kevin Stefanski's job. So there we
true.
are.
Fair
It has
point.
nothing to do with Jameis Winston not being fun to watch.
Yeah. But
Anyways,
yeah, that's going
why
to do it
don't-
for the news.
alrighty. Why don't we get into the matchup rewind?
Matchup rewind.
All right, matchup rewind. Let's see how things went in the quarterfinals. Big matchups. Big matchups. I had the bye in Dynasty, but Tyler and Jake did not have the bye.
It went really well for me.
Did it really?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, it actually
Oh no!
yeah, it went super bad for me. John, play the clip.
I'm so sorry. I didn't do it.
Unbelievable.
I
Listeners,
forgot. Before you
asked-
just go, I think Jake sent me a clip to play.
I
don't
asked
remember.
Oh
John to
no.
clip out the segment from the Simpsons episode where Homer is filling in for Krusty, and they're at a Krusty Burger launch, and there's a Hamburglar type character, and the Hamburglar type character parachutes in to steal the hamburgers, and Homer beats him to death. And there are children watching, and they start crying, and they go, "Stop! He's already dead." And that was the clip that I had hoped that John would play right there, because I just got my shit beat in worse than I think I ever have. And this could have been worse. Brock Bowers underperformed. This could have easily been even worse against me.
Unreal.
Brock Bowers having maybe the worst game of his season. No, he scored 5 points in week 4, and that's it. So this could have been worse, way worse. I scored 80 points, and that includes a 20-point. This looked way even more grim before last night, where Jefferson was able to put up 20 points. Jefferson salvaged this to at least be not a all-time low score for me. I put up
maybe
80
for the
points.
league. Not quite. I take it back.
No, somebody's
playoffs,
put up 60 points before.
In the playoffs?
I don't know. I
Playoffs. Playoffs.
We're talking about practice.
We'd have to go back, at least Dynasty League history. This could be one of the lowest, if not the lowest, output
It probably
for a
is.
playoff matchup.
Saquon Barkley had a 9.4 week. That was terrible. Juwan Jennings 5. It started off terrible because I had Jennings, Kittle, and Garendo, and that was just a god awful game. Waddle went out right at the beginning of the game. 0 points.
Crazy.
Out. Jonathan Taylor drops a touchdown
through the end
I
zone.
didn't even realize I forgot.
Crazy.
College football style. He had a free run into the end zone and then just dropped it before he got in.
Not that would have even mattered, because Tua Tagovailoa put up 3.8 points. Dude, I was like, all right, Tua's been kind of on fire since he came back. The last 4 weeks, 23, 28, 25, 23. That's
This
pretty
is a Jameis
solid.
week right here. Jameis Winston, man.
Literally,
Jameis Winston
300
has
yards
looking
less
week.
than Jameis would have thrown.
And Jameis would have thrown 3 touchdowns and 6 picks. But just brutal, absolutely brutal week. Nothing you can say about this one. I just got my ass handed to me, and sometimes it's the way it goes. Like I've said, it's strategy until it's luck in the playoffs, and that's really how it is. You do everything you can to actually make it there, and then once you're there, it's last week I put up more than enough to have beat Mac here. I put up what, 150 something. So it's not like my roster couldn't do it. Put up 180 last week.
Nuts.
But like that matchup I had with Tyler, I put up 100 points that week. The week before, I put up 161, 147. My guys just, it just hasn't been where I needed it to blow up. It hasn't blown up. So,
it sucks when you lose Christian McCaffrey, and I think a lot of people, Saquon owners who have ridden him, especially in redraft leagues, who've ridden Saquon Barkley, or you've ridden Derrick Henry to this point. A lot of those teams got knocked out this week.
I saw a thing that was basically like, if you drafted this team, you were absolutely in playoffs. And it was like, it had Saquon on it. It had Derrick Henry. It had there's a few other knockout guys that just sucked this week.
Yeah.
And it's true. That's the way it goes, man. I wouldn't change anything about the starts I made in this league. Nothing's different. Devonta Smith, maybe I would have tossed him in there, but had Taylor not dropped that stupid touchdown, he would have scored about the same as him anyway. Dude,
it's crazy that Jerome Ford and Justice Hill would have been a better start than Saquon and Isaac Garendo this week.
Yeah,
it's crazy to me.
That's what I'm going through. I'm never ever going to start Justice Hill, Jerome Ford, and Devonta Smith over Saquon, Garendo, Jonathan Taylor, Waddle.
No.
I don't know. Waddle maybe, but yeah, I still would. So, you know what? It's kind of nice when that's the case. I actually feel more for Gabby than I do for myself here, because it's like, look, I started my best roster. Wouldn't have done anything different. Got my ass handed to me. The only starts that I would have done would have made a difference. You can feel okay about that. I'm not losing sleep over it. Like, it is what it is. It's luck at this point. And yeah, good luck to Mac. I hope Mac beats the fucking brakes off of Ben. I don't want to see Ben win. I'd much rather see Mac in the playoffs beating one of you two.
You want to see someone on your payroll win. I totally understand that. Ben isn't on your payroll. Tyler is not. I'm not.
Yep.
It makes
true.
sense in terms of the narrative of, your
Yeah.
Dynasty outlook that somebody
Keep
on your
yapping.
payroll wins because they
Yeah, you're
probably
not
get a
slick.
Christmas bonus. Isn't that right, Jake?
Dude, I don't have. If my leagues keep going this way, I'm gonna have no money to give.
Do you get a little money if they win? Is that how it works when in their contractual agreement with you?
How would that
Yeah.
work? Tell me a financially
kickback.
viable way. Tell me a financially viable way that works.
If Connor, Austin, or Mac wins, or Troy, God forbid, you get $100. Is
Why?
that how it works?
Why? How financially? How would that work for us?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't that work?
If I'm paying them and they win, I didn't throw.
Well, I don't know how much you're paying them.
But you were telling the whole guys that I'm paying them to let me win, and you're like, well, if they win, they give you money. It's like, how would that make sense?
Maybe you're not paying them in
Refunds.
money. Maybe you're paying them in knowledge.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, Jake. I'm just saying that
You're
paying them
You're just
somehow.
yapping right now.
Yeah. I'm just saying words, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just saying words. This feels good. It's good to see Jake lose. It might be short-lived because I'll probably lose one of these matchups coming up here. But
100%.
One of us has to lose. That's how it works.
That's true. Statistically,
true.
I do get to be happy about that. Like, one
Yeah.
of you has to lose. So
Yeah.
who would you be happier to lose? Tyler, right?
I don't want to see Tyler go back to back in Dynasty, and I would be fine if you win league record.
Wow. Okay, that's really kind of you to say.
Back to back.
That's all I can. Honest to God, like I can survive John having his first win in forever in league record. I don't want to have Tyler get a back to back.
It would be really cool if Tyler won last year and I won this year.
So
and this league.
sweet.
If I
No, it
wouldn't.
wouldn't. That'd be lame as fuck.
If I win both leagues, how would you feel?
That would be lame as fuck.
That'd be like really cool. You could be like really
That'd
happy
be
for your
super
friend.
lame, dude. Nobody would care.
John, we were never going to be happy for you like that.
Fuck you, dude. I would care a lot. I would be. You have no idea how much that would do for me.
John, you've never been happy for me when I've won. Not one time.
Why would I be?
I kind of
Yeah.
want to see John win in Dynasty because I just want to know if he will like actually explode. Like his whole body explodes if he wins. Like he won't be able
He
to
just
contain
can't-
it.
he
I
just
don't
can't
think. I
handle
don't
it.
think if
Can't
I win in
handle it.
Dynasty, I don't think I could really comprehend. I don't think I've ever felt anywhere close to the joy that I would feel.
John will just be
Man,
crying
what's
in his
wrong
living
with
room,
you?
wrapped. He'll be wrapped in a flag, and he'll just be crying, like kneeling on the floor. Like
I would like quit my job. I'd be like, well, there's nothing else I need in life. I'll take my Dynasty win and jump off my roof. Okay.
oh my god.
I don't even have a roof. I live on the 4th floor and there's a 5th floor. I don't even think I have
Oh,
roof access,
no.
but I would jump off the balcony.
Oh god.
Anyways, that being said, let's look at Tyler's Dynasty rewind here. He played Dane, and it was beat
Yeah.
Dane week, and he sure as hell did so.
It was beat Dane week, absolutely. Thursday night football happened, and he had Debo Samuel, who got 4.9 points. So immediately I was like, okay, I like seeing this. He had to start Charbonnet. Is it Greg or Grant? Grant Calcaterra, Dallas Goedert's backup. So I was feeling pretty good. Bucky Irving was questionable all week. But he has a really good team. I mean, Justin Herbert, Chase Brown coming on strong late in the year. Tyreek Hill has been really clicking with Tua as of late. And James Cook has been great. So this was not like a walk in the park matchup by any means. What ended up happening was Lamar Jackson balled the fuck out against the Giants early on in the day. 36 points. He had 5 touchdowns. My God.
Imagine the stress I felt.
Yeah.
The record going against
Unbelievable. CeeDee Lamb had a great game against Carolina. 26 points. He had 9 receptions, 116 yards, and a touchdown. And then, oh, my guy, Mike Evans, absolute king. Only had 9 catches, but he had 159 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Damn.
Unbelievable performance. Just cooked the Chargers. Credit where credit's due. Baker Mayfield looked like himself again. Just really had an amazing week. And yeah, just everybody showed up, really. I mean, everybody had a decent performance. And then 2 guys popped for massive crazy points. It finished 174 to 125. Like I said, Dane had a strong team, and a couple other things go his way. Tyreek Hill has a normal game. Like that, it gets way more interesting.
Yeah.
He only had 2 catches for 36 yards. Tua looked bad, like we were saying.
Tua looks so bad. It's
Mhm.
crazy.
He looked really bad. So,
He's probably
I mean,
good.
Alvin Kamara left early with an injury, but he had 17 before he did so. Like, just really solid performances from the guys who were there, and then just a lot of booms at the same time. So
Yeah, that's a big win for you, Tyler. And you also got
huge.
a nice 21 from Josh Jacobs when you didn't even need it.
Yeah,
You know what?
really.
What's crazy is your 174 would have just barely beaten me in league of record. Imagine I put
Yeah.
up
Oh my God.
173 and lose.
Holy shit, that would have been an insane
Oh.
sweat, dude.
That's almost as bad as putting up 166 and losing.
Oh, don't say that. That's brutal. Gabby's in the
sorry.
chat in
I'm so sorry.
shambles.
Gabby,
Damn.
oh my God. Credit where credit's due. We say this a lot, but you gave me the biggest sweat of my entire life. And to be fair, I conceded about halfway through the Lions game where look at this is me protecting myself in chat. Jesus Christ. What am I saying? I don't even know. If you want to read that, go ahead. But yeah, no, this was one of the biggest sweats of my life. Gabby, an absolute juggernaut of a team. You deserve to be
holy
in
shit.
the semifinals. We will get to Jake's matchup with Logan, but
Far more than either me or Logan did, at least after the
God
show.
damn.
A win's a win, but
this goes back to 2021. Let me see if I can find it right here. I'll just show the matchup here, where I put up 162 and lost by 2 points, or by 3 points in the semifinals to not go to the championship. So, Gabby, it's nice to be on this end of it, but I do know how it feels. It fucking sucks. Lamar Jackson, Josh Jacobs, AJ Brown, Puka put up 17 on Thursday Night Football, the only fantasy viable asset in that entire football game. So, it sucks to be you. I've been there. It's not fun. Watching Zach Ertz get hurt was very, very nice for me. That felt
Ugh. I love watching people get hurt.
what's wrong with you?
a little bit's wrong with me. A lot actually, but when he got hurt, it felt nice because I was ahead at the time. And I got to say
It felt nice.
This week started off with Garrett Wilson, Mark Andrews, and Chase Brown were my only 3 players playing. All 3 of them were the first players on their team to get a touchdown in the game.
I think you
Touchdown right off the bat.
I think in the land of hypotheticals, if Njoku plays, you're fucked.
Oh, 100%.
I think that's the difference here.
Yeah,
I think
Gabby has a
you're
tight end,
losing-
you're fucked. Like,
yeah,
big time.
Njoku not playing the way he's been playing.
My team put up 173 points.
Yeah,
Calling
John,
me fucked isn't it? That makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah,
the fact
I
that
mean,
I'm fucked.
It literally
for putting
Njoku
up-
would have had to score what 12.
I guess. I
That's
guess.
what I'm,
sure.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's great. Like you got so blessed by that injury. Yeah,
You got blessed by the bracket.
We're
You
not
did.
talking about
You
You
got
my
shouldn't be
matchup.
here.
We're not talking
You
about
shouldn't
my.
even be.
You
in this
have plenty of
conversation.
time to shit on me and my matchup. We're
I
talking
will.
about you and your blessings here. You are so
will.
defensive, it's crazy. We literally can't even talk about hypotheticals. For
I don't want
somebody-
it. There's no reason. I won. I'm in a semifinal.
Listen, no
I've
taking
won-
it back. I already won.
I
I've
come on
won
this podcast to not
6
talk
games
about
in
my
a row
stuff,
to get to
okay?
this point. I was 2-7.
I'm-
Now I'm 8-7.
John
And
is
you're
here we
just
are.
strictly here to jack himself off. That's it. End of list.
As I should. I put up 173 points.
That's I
Fuck
should.
you. How about that? I
Oh,
mean, for the
John,
love
just
of
wait till
God.
we get to my matchup.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wait, we're gonna derail the show at that point. 29 from Baker. Kyron Williams didn't really show up, but that game was dog shit. I mean, he was one of the few players that actually did anything. 29 carries. That's very respectable. Chase Brown, 2 touchdowns. I mean, for the love of God, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Thank God. I almost didn't start him.
I know.
Just-
You're welcome.
Yeah. You know what?
That would have been
appreciate it.
so funny.
Baker
That would have been
Mayfield-
so funny.
Baker Mayfield, and you don't win if you don't listen to my advice. Just putting that out there.
To be fair, I was always going to start them, but I wanted to get
Oh, fuck off.
some.
You were
I just wanted to get-
literally arguing with Tyler about starting DJ Moore. Fuck off.
Yeah, you said DJ Moore against the last ranked defense. I was like, dude, Amon-Ra is so much better. Like, way better.
18
but-
targets.
But last ranked defense against wide receivers. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Just like Calvin Ridley's schedule doesn't matter if his quarterback's dog ass.
And
Amon-Ra
so
St.
good,
Brown's
too.
a stud, dude.
and Tyler told you to start Herbert. You lose if you start Herbert.
Well,
did.
Tyler, I'm not listening to Tyler in League of Record.
I'm just saying my advice was good. You listened to it. You won.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
all you
I'll
gotta
ask you for
recognize.
advice next week.
I'll
But
give
yeah,
it to you. I
great
don't care.
win.
I want to beat you in the playoffs.
great win against Gabby. It feels good. I feel vindicated. I felt vindicated last week, but Jake,
Yep.
Explain yourself.
abysmal. Pathetic.
I beat the fucking brakes off Logan. Logan's a moron. I beat him by over 21 points. He has no idea what he's doing in fantasy football. Don't look at the totals. The totals don't matter. The real points here is I beat Logan by more than John beat Gabby by. That's right,
Gabby's
Gabby.
calling you out.
That's right. John did get lucky because it's all about luck in playoffs. John's a moron. He just got lucky.
You got me there. Good luck in the next round.
Yeah, I mean, I had a pretty solid week. CD Lamb put up 26 points.
That was half your points. You put up
That's the only
92.
player I'd like to talk about.
How'd Cooper Kupp do on Thursday
Cooper
night?
Kupp, I don't think he played football. Did he play football?
He was there the whole game.
He was on the field.
Yeah,
He
did
had
have
a
crazy snap.
85% snap percentage.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Grant Calcaterra got his only target for one reception for 22
Peace out,
yards.
Gabby. Better luck next year.
Tyler Bass scored more points than most of your team.
Then Calcaterra, Cup, and Hubbard combined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Cup. Okay,
But kicker
Kupp,
sucked.
Cup scored 0.
Right. But I
you
can
guys
still say
don't.
that.
If I hear you say kickers suck, it's not the argument. I'll do that whole argument right now if you want to talk about that.
No, that's an
God,
off-season
don't get
segment.
him
Trust
into
me. I
it.
want you to do your fucking
Okay.
research and actually justify it because you're wrong right now.
I'm not wrong. I'm not.
Can we
wrong.
roast
Every
Logan
time
now?
you
Can we
goddamn
roast Logan?
misconstrue it.
Look at this man's
all his
lineup.
players were hurt.
Jaleel McLaughlin, Patrick Taylor. What are you smoking, Logan?
Yeah.
What
the
are you
Patrick
doing?
Taylor start is crazy.
What are you doing?
I
Do you
told
read
him to
injury
start Tajay
reports?
Spears. I told him to start Tajay Spears, and he didn't do it. So just want to put that out
The
there.
waivers exist, Logan. You can pick up other players.
Yeah, dude.
Come on, man.
The sticking with Patrick Taylor
Ah,
is crazy.
he didn't see the field. He didn't
literally-
play.
He literally played 6% of snaps.
Like,
that's crazy.
Oh, I don't know what you saw pregame.
And
That was
also,
like fire him up, but that's crazy.
I know you guys gave me a rash and a shit for stealing defenses, but he left in the Jags versus the Jets. If I've ever seen a garbage ass game where a bunch of points were going to be scored for no fucking reason, it was that game.
I mean, I
like-
literally said last podcast that the Jets were going to light it up, and I quote, and I was right.
32 points. Yeah, John, I was with you. That's why I
Yeah.
picked up other options so he couldn't start somebody.
Yeah.
And they scored 0 points. He had 2 gooses. Honestly, that's why he loses, because he has 2 gooses and I have 1 goose.
Crazy.
That's what it
If he
came down
puts
to.
in Tajay Spears over Patrick Taylor, does he win?
100%.
27 points for over 0.
Yeah.
What's 71 plus 27? That's more than 92, right?
It would have been
Actually,
21.
if he starts Tajay Spears over McLaughlin, he also wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
So-
fucking god, Logan! It's like he was on sleeping pills or something. What are you doing, brother?
He's out there hitting the meth pipe.
He's having a good time in Arizona. I was talking to him last night. He's living the life. Man's playing golf
good.
out in the desert, just not setting his
Very
lineup.
Just not paying attention to fantasy whatsoever. That's okay.
He's probably making money hand over fist doing that stuff too.
Yeah, he's losing
God
money in
bless him.
fantasy though, just like me.
Yeah, he can afford it.
Anyways, yeah, so that's a loss. Why don't we move on to there's nothing else to talk about here because Tyler didn't play, right? Okay.
Nope.
Okay. How did it go in the
Well,
toilet
Tyler
bowl? Did
played.
he
I
win?
was gonna say no. Actually, he
Had
had
a
a
first-round bye in the toilet
shit
bowl.
Oh, you had a bye.
toilet bowl.
Yeah,
Him
I
and
lost to the
Allie-
bye this week.
Him and Allie had a fucking bye in the
Damn.
toilet.
But boy, do I have some potential for next year. Let me tell you.
Hell yeah, we'll get into that in the off season, buddy.
The boys are looking good. We're getting locker room
Boys are
guys.
looking good. We're getting lots of locker room presents.
Oh geez. All right, let's get into the let's talk some matchups.
Talking matchups.
All right, the semifinals are here. The semifinals are here. Hard to believe. Week 16. This used to be the last week of the NFL season, believe it or not. It is not.
It did.
And
Got an
the
extra game of fantasy every year now.
extra game of fantasy, extra game of just football in general. I also feel
Football.
like records being broken these days, like it is a very offensive league, but it's a little bit less impressive when someone gets 1,000-yard season, for instance.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, because some of the records being broken are from like when there was a 14-game season. Now they play 17 games. You could put up 600 more yards if you really want to.
Right.
Regardless, it's Tuesday night, so we don't have the actual matchup screen on here yet. But
You can pull up your team, and I can mention mine if you want.
Should we go Dynasty first since we're playing each other?
Sure.
Let's do
We'll get that one out of the way. Watch you two jack each other off.
Let's do it. Tyler, I want to hear your outlook for Dynasty next week. What are your thoughts? How you feeling?
Yeah. So generally, I'm feeling pretty good. I love my team. Lamar Jackson has a tough test in playing a divisional rival in the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have been very good defensively. So I'm not counting on I guess, crazy to call it typical Lamar performance of like 30+ points lately.
They might be without TJ Watt.
They
TJ
are
Watt was in a
possibly
boot.
without TJ Watt, but I'll tell you that
boy.
Steelers defense is still very
really,
good.
yeah.
Their coordinator's great. Like it's not an easy matchup for Lamar.
Yeah.
Last time they played, he threw a pick. He only had one touchdown. So I'm hoping for good things with him and Mark Andrews. Aaron Jones feels like a great start against Seattle. Josh Jacobs against a beat-up New Orleans team on Monday night. I like that as well. DK Metcalf has been extremely underwhelming the back half of the season. He's got boom potential, like he always has, but he hasn't really put up any great performances the last 4 weeks. I mean, he gets out targeted by JSN now. That's the
Wide
problem.
receiver 33 is
I'll be honest
crazy.
with you, man. It's JS. He's the wide receiver 6.
That is nuts.
Geno
JSN
Smith has been
unbelievable.
he's been throwing like
17?
crazy.
Oh, the 12 targets, okay.
JSN's been so good, and to be fair, I thought he would do more of this last year, but this is just.
I tried to get him in the offseason. There was no dice.
Yeah, they're different
He's not-
receivers. They have different games. DK Metcalf is like a great third down wide receiver. JSN is like play action, hurl that shit down the field as far as you can, Gino. Like that's what it's ended up being a little bit. So I think long term DK be okay, but playing against Minnesota this week, I don't know. It leaves room for question, I guess is all I'm saying. Mike Evans coming off a huge game. They're at Dallas. That's an automatic start for me. So is CeeDee Lamb against Tampa Bay. DJ Moore in the flex as well against Detroit. Last time they played, DJ Moore had like a 20-something point game. He's been on a hot streak. He gets a lot of targets. He had 16 targets against Detroit last time. So I'm not saying it's going to be a repeat, but
You think
I
they
feel like
changed
he's
the
a pretty
game
strong
plan?
start. I feel like they changed their game plan, but the problem being they just couldn't stop the Bears. They really couldn't. That was a way
crazy.
closer game than it should have
Yeah.
been. It's crazy, but Keenan Allen had a phenomenal game as well. Keenan Allen had like 100 yards receiving last time they played. So they were just winning everywhere on the field. So I don't know if they've got the Lions number defensively, what's going on, but I feel pretty confident I can start DJ Moore. I got Alvin Kamara on the bench. He's banged up
Really?
Interesting.
right now.
Interesting.
He's
You're
nursing a
doing
groin
Aaron
injury.
Jones over him instead. Aaron Jones and
Right now I
Jacobs,
have
your
Aaron
guy?
Jones and Josh Jacobs in over him. I mean, Aaron Jones has been pretty reliable. I think his floor is a lot higher. I think in all likelihood, Alvin Kamara could go out there and get 6 or 7 points. Just get a few receptions and get like 30 yards on the ground because the Saints have not been looking super great. The touchdown kind of saved his week last week. So I don't know. Again, crazy that we're at this point, but that's
Hey,
how
I
I'm
mean,
feeling.
You got to ride with what you got. Like I've talked about, you got to do what feels right and, stand by it. Cause that's the only way you're going to feel good afterwards. If it's a loss, or you're going to feel like a genius if it's a win.
Right. Exactly. So, I love your team, John. Your team's been rolling. So this is not a walk in the park at all. This is going to be a pretty good heavyweight fight here.
I'm looking forward to it. I wouldn't. I feel like to get to the Dynasty Finals, you got to earn it. And I was on the bye. I definitely worked my ass off to get the bye. I mean, I was not looking good. I had a lot of injuries, and my guys came back and they performed and they made it happen for me. Losing Montgomery really sucks because he helped me get that bye. He got in the end zone every week. He was a bruiser. I mean, he's a really, really solid running back in that Detroit offense. But instead, we're still rolling out Bijan Robinson and Joe Mixon, who are top 10 running backs on the year. Both very good. They've taken a little bit of a dive as of late, but I don't see that continuing next week. Joe Mixon's got a tough matchup, but I think this is a high-scoring game, especially if Mahomes is there. This might be the first game of the year where the Chiefs have to put up, God forbid, more than 30 points. Who would have thought?
Yeah, seriously.
It's it's like it's fucking crazy. I hope that it's a fair weather game where, well, actually maybe not. I actually kind of hope it's not. So they just run the ball the whole time with Joe Mixon. That wouldn't be a bad thing for me. But he's elite. He's very good. He did have a slight injury, but I think he's gonna be okay going into next week. If he's not, that's not good. But I'm pretty sure he's okay. And then we have Michael Penix Jr. starting for the Falcons. So
don't love that.
I don't know what that means for Bijan, but Bijan is elite. He looks incredible every time he touches the ball. I don't see how they don't put the ball in his hands as much as humanly possible. And to be fair, to beat Tyler's team, he's got to get in the end zone at least once or twice. And he's shown that he can do that, on a weekly basis. So yep. I think that can continue to happen. AJ Brown has been on a run, and so is Jalen Hurts. I need them to continue that against Washington, a divisional game. They're going to have to put up points. They're going to be wanting to throw it to their guys. And I think AJ Brown has clearly shown to be that guy over the last couple of weeks. I think it continues. I need him to wear those pink cleats. Wear the pink cleats because you'll get the ball if you have those pink cleats on. I love it. Love seeing my guy stand out of the crowd. Devontae Adams. I don't know what he's playing for, but hopefully just for fun, maybe. Like what's he even doing out there at this point, other than just having a fun time with Aaron Rodgers? Kind of a last laugh, a last ride before the end. Right?
Yeah, no kidding.
25 points, 42 points. He had 0 at halftime. I mean,
0 at halftime? That's outrageous.
0 at halftime puts up almost 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 9 receptions, 42.8 points for fantasy. I think the Jets could win this game against the Rams. They have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose.
I wholeheartedly disagree with your statement. I think the Rams are on a warpath to try and get a playoff spot. I think that their defense, their young defense, has been pretty unbelievable and has been keeping them in games. Just not letting up points or big plays. I think this is a big test for Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I mean, Jacksonville was not a test, to be fair, but
no, they were not.
I don't see how this is the one thing that works for them is throw it to Devontae Adams.
Right.
That'll work for me for fantasy. If you give him 12 targets a game, he's going to probably go to the end zone. He's done it 3 weeks in a row. So I'm okay with relying on Devontae Adams. Kelsey, brother, you got to get it together. I need you to get in the fucking end zone. That's why I don't mind the Wentz start if that's what happens. Kelsey hasn't gotten the end zone since week 10, so he's due. Need that to happen. And then when it comes to my flex, Thielen's in there for sure because he's the most reliable target for Bryce Young right now. They're playing Arizona, which kind of middle ground.
Yeah,
I think could be okay for a game there. And then it's either DeAndre Hopkins or Calvin Ridley. So kind of hope one of them gets in the end zone. That's the hope. Again, I think this matchup would go either way. I think it's either very close or you beat me by 40 points. That's kind of what I see happening.
That's kind of how I feel as well, to be honest. I mean, these guys that you have, these wide receivers at your flex spot, dude, are like
It's a tough spot to be in. Don't get
I
me
feel
wrong.
so privileged, I guess is what I'm saying. That like I can fill out this team and be like, yes, this is the start. This is what I want.
With room to spare, because you have like, I guess I could throw,
I guess I could start Alvin Kamara this week. Like I don't know if I
nah,
should.
forget it. I won't.
Yeah, DK Metcalf. I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, not having to decide between like Calvin Ridley and DeAndre Hopkins. That's
Amari
something
Cooper
I'm
and
really
Keenan
happy about.
Allen. Like, I mean, Amari Cooper's been bad, but
Amari
like,
Cooper's been really bad. I'm so sad that I traded for Amari Cooper, dude, because I was like,
Yeah.
come on, Amari, one last ride, because he's on my team for a year and he was great. That's when he was still in Dallas, I think.
You did
and
kind
yeah,
of trade a first away for him, but
I traded a first into a second and got rid of Josh Palmer because the Chargers just don't throw the football anymore, at least not to him. So I don't know. I think Amari Cooper's upside is still there, but yeah, Josh Allen's just like, fuck it, I'll throw it to myself.
yeah, at this point, or Khalil Shakir, or just hand it off to James Cook. But
Yeah,
I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll fight you to get to the finals. If I win, then I still have Mac or Ben are a very tough match as well.
I hope that the winner of our game this week wins the whole thing. That's what I hope.
I do if it's me.
Damn, that's crazy.
Tyler,
Fuck
you can't go
I
back
hope
to
you
back.
get beat.
You cannot
I'm gonna
go back
beat the
to
fuck
back,
out of you,
brother.
John. You're gonna lose by 100.
Yeah,
would be
that
so
was
demoralizing. Oh my god,
that would be crazy.
that would be
It would-
insane.
You know what?
Let's go to the league where it actually matters. League of record. Jake's gone. Or no, Jake's not gone. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Jake's
I'm
not.
gone from Dynasty.
Gone from Dynasty.
I'm glad this is the league that actually matters because this is the one I have the most championships in.
I don't even know who I play. Oh, I play fucking.
This is a Mickey Mouse ass league. This
Yeah.
fucking league.
Yeah, whatever, Tyler.
Why are you so bad in it then? That's crazy.
God, because my draft position was terrible, and every fucking player in the first round was like a 14th round keeper.
Also, a pro move by Chris to empty his entire roster except Juwan Jennings, so that it makes
So you
it
can just-
harder for us to talk about.
Oh my
Well,
god!
the reason behind
hilarious
this is
bit.
if someone were to get hurt during games, he could drop them. Which that
Yeah.
means he's self-aware that his team fucking sucks. That
So
he's
it's
willing
really
to drop
smart,
some of
dude.
these people.
I gotta tell you, I love Chris as an addition to this league. He really
So
has
good.
brought a lot to it from my perspective.
I don't disagree. I like Chris. I think he's good for the content. He's good for the league.
He's good for the league. He's really good for the league.
really
Yeah,
good
he
for the
is.
league. He's
We
got
need more shit talking.
and he's got a better team than I give him credit for. Like Trey McBride, Mike Evans, Lad McConkey has really surprised me. I hated his name going into this year. I'm like, that's a stupid name. Good for fantasy. A good player.
Yeah, really good. He's gonna be a crazy keeper.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. He went
Yeah,
in the
Gabby dropped him.
Oh my god. Well, no, he still goes in the 8th round though, no matter what.
Yeah,
But still,
Yeah,
she dropped him.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
did.
8th round is still good. Like that's still pretty solid.
It's not bad.
Either
For
way,
a wide
Chris,
receiver you know is going to produce. Yeah,
Chris has got Saquon
Mostly
Brees Hall. Not the worst running backs out there.
what's
Oh, I
their
thought this was
matchup
pretty
this
solid,
week?
everyone. Yeah, Saquon going against Washington. Divisional matchup. They're going to try to shut him down, is my hope.
They didn't
Um,
last time. He
well,
beat the
I
fuck out of
mean,
them.
He put up
John,
32
is any
points.
team not trying to shut down Saquon Barkley?
Pittsburgh did okay at it. He had 3 yards per carry. His worst game of the year.
Yeah, I'm saying is any team not trying to do that? That's
Right. Obviously. I truly think League of Record is my best chance at a championship right now. So, my hope and a prayer is that I beat Chris again, because I really don't think his team is that good in comparison to mine overall. I think I have a better team. And then if one of you guys, if Jake can somehow find a way to beat Brad's juggernaut team, which I think is unlikely, but I'm hoping, then I think I could play Jake in the championship and beat the shit out of him. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think this is going to finally do it if I win and beat you in the championship here? Like, do
Oh,
you think?
I will be upset for John if
you
you,
think
somehow
that's
pull this
the-
out of your ass.
If you beat me and go back to back again,
Yeah. Do you think that's it? Are you done with fantasy?
do you want it to be like, bro? What the
I
fuck?
don't
Are
know.
you trying to make John quit? Is that the
Jesus
easiest you play?
Christ. I like
It's more
playing.
than
I
just
like
quitting
playing with
fantasy.
you.
It's quitting
yeah,
life
that's not
in
what I
general.
was saying. That's not what I meant. But
You
I
think you can
might
beat
throw
this
it.
team? You're looking at this team right now. You think you could beat it?
John,
Earnestly, tell me the truth.
John, I scored 92 points this week. Why are you asking me this question?
Okay, I'm just asking you to be honest with yourself. You look at this team, you think you could beat it in the finals?
we've said it time and time again. It's all about luck, man. This team could absolutely shit their
okay.
pants in the playoffs for no reason.
You're like a politician deflecting obvious questions.
I'm telling
That's you. Yeah, hey man, anything can happen. Fucking shut up and be honest with yourself. That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling. Well, I'll give you the probabilities in your favor, but team could shit its pants. It absolutely has happened and will happen again to people. So
I'm gonna find some of your pants at your house and shit in them and put it back in your
Yeah,
closet.
you're
poop
gonna
in all
get
your
shit
pants.
all
I'm
over
gonna
your
poop in
ass.
your
to
pants,
poop in
Jake.
my pants.
Who
that I'll
pooped
just-
in these pants?
like is
It
your
smells like
guys
John's
that I'm
poop.
gonna then put them on? Like I'm gonna put your shitty pants on?
Dude, have you ever seen the movie They Came Together?
No.
There's a scene at a Christmas or a Halloween party where this guy, he's like the boss. It's like the boss of the people whose party he's going to. And he shows up and he's wearing a leotard suit. And he goes to the bathroom and he can't get it off. So he shits himself inside of it. And then he takes he takes the suit off, comes out in a bathrobe, and he's like, "This is my new costume now." Someone goes in the bathroom, there's shit in a costume. Was that you? And he's like, That wasn't me. Somebody's got to fess up. Who went in the bathroom, put my suit on, and shit in it?
That sounds like I think you should leave, John.
We're all looking through
So
did
good,
this.
bro.
We're all.
Amazing.
I can't believe you don't like. I think you should leave.
I do like it. What the fuck?
Oh, okay. I thought you were. Oh, you came around on it. You didn't like it at first. You didn't get it.
I didn't get it. You're right. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But now the bits are pretty funny. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I think I have a pretty solid chance against Chris. He's got a few players that, if they pop off, sure. I think he could absolutely beat me. But I've said his team is fake all year. I love Chris for the league, but I really hope I beat his fucking ass this week. That's the goal. Want to go to the playoff. I want to go to the finals for the first time since 2015 and kick the shit out of Jake. Would
Holy
be
shit.
a fucking
I've been to the championship since 2015.
no, because you're there every year.
That's true.
That's crazy. It's been almost 10 years.
Time flies.
God willing, it'll
When
be
you're
10 years.
Not having fun.
And it'll be me and Chris.
That is crazy. I hate that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I hate that so much. I just made that way worse for you, didn't I?
It sucks, dude. It's not fun to lose, especially when we could go through the off season and go through all the times where I've almost gotten there.
Yeah,
We
that's
could.
what I need to
The
hear more.
scenarios are
Is you
still
bitch,
fucking
piss,
fresh
and
in
moan.
my goddamn head.
That's what we want. That's what the listeners need is to hear you just bitch and moan and piss and wail about all the times you've sucked at fantasy.
I've never
Ugh.
sucked. It's just I've gotten very close and gotten very unlucky. You've said yourself it's about luck.
Yeah, it is about luck, and you seem to be the unluckiest man in the world.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, John. You can do it. I believe in you.
You mean that?
No.
We can cycle through my shit ass team really quick.
Oh yeah, I was moving on to the next 7. I forgot that your matchup matters.
Yeah, I do actually.
Don't forget dudes and duds.
Yeah.
I
Bucky
don't
Irving
even
and
give a
Chuba
fuck.
Hubbard actually have pretty solid matchups. If they can pop off and CD against Tampa Bay can be good, that could be really big for me. Sam Darnold has an okay matchup. Cooper Kupp against the Jets. Looks bad on paper, but I assume Puka is going to take the Sauce Gardner coverage, and that could be ultimately pretty good for Cooper Kupp underneath. Unfortunately, I do think I have to start Jalen Warren in my flex.
Oh no.
It's either Jalen Warren, Jalen Waddle, or
God.
pray to God somehow Ken Walker is still hurt, or Tyler Algier. So, because I lost David Montgomery. The worst part about losing David Montgomery is I'm playing Brad, who has
Everybody?
Gibbs. Yeah, Brad has a crazy team. So Brad's got Burrow, Gibbs, Kamara, Drake London, who is going to take a hit this week. Jamar Chase, Travis Kelce, Jacoby Myers, who's looked really good. And then on the bench for options, he's got ETN, Flowers.
Gibbs got 28 points on 8 carries. I know he had 5
Yeah.
receptions for 83
Unreal.
He
yards.
went,
but
this
this
man
man
is
is
5
a
for 7. Yeah, I mean,
juggernaut. Oh
you
my
got 2
God.
touchdowns too. So he's just incredible. Here's the thing though. I don't know how it affects them not having Montgomery. Like I'm sure Gibbs is still going to be phenomenal, but I don't know what that looks like. Like, how is that? Their 1-2 punch has been crazy. So I don't know. Joe Burrow, he is playing Cleveland. It's a divisional matchup. I hope Myles Garrett fucking hurts that man immediately.
Oh
I mean,
God.
listen, they have a terrible offensive line. Terrible.
Yeah, like
But
Myles
Joe Burrow
Garrett-
is such a good athlete that he's able to get out of it and make plays.
Yeah, it's a divisional matchup. Please be like 12-9. Please be nothing. Just like a terrible game. And give that one touchdown to fucking Evans. Or not Evans. Like
Chase Brown would be great for me.
Yeah, Chase Brown, that's it. Not Chris.
Not
yeah.
Jake.
You know, and if Travis Kelce can be bad again, that would be cool against Houston. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very concerned about this matchup. I really hope that next week we're not talking about me playing against you for third. Because that would suck. That would be the worst.
I would want to
fight
die
for third.
I wouldn't even want to talk about that.
That's the worst outcome is you and me fighting for third.
Jake, I do want to say I think this is a winnable matchup, and I'll tell you why. Alvin Kamara is, first of all, kind of injured on a team that has been, not very good lately. He's not been good for fantasy. Drake London might have Michael Penix Jr. in his very first start. Joe Burrow, again, divisional matchup. You never know with these. It's not a shoe-in. Travis Kelce might have Carson Wentz. And he's also been very spotty.
That could be
Jacoby Myers has Desmond Ridder, who sucks ass.
The amount of QB changes in the last 2 weeks has been kind of unbelievable.
This entire team has a lot of things working against it.
I'll tell you, if I hadn't lost David Montgomery, I'd be feeling much better about this week.
For sure.
That's a big loss for me because it determines who my flex becomes a lot worse because of that.
If Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have a blow-up week, you lose, no doubt.
Yeah, easy. I'm just praying to God that they just beat either it is a nothing game and they beat him on the ground, or it just can't be a shootout. But with Dorian Thompson Robinson, I can't imagine it becomes a shootout,
No.
I hope it's at least capped. If they do get some touchdowns for Chase, I hope it's at least capped and it's not like a 40 to 38 point game or some shit.
God, man, if it was Jameis Winston, it probably would be. You're so lucky it's DTR. Honestly, I think that can make a legitimate difference. It really being a high-scoring football game.
There really has to been some big changes that can make this it is not an unwinnable matchup. It's fantasy. It's the playoffs, dude. It's this week. Nothing else matters.
Anything can happen.
Yep, it's all luck.
Not dead yet is the name of the game.
Yep.
And then Tyler, you're not in the playoffs, so we're
not talking about his toilet bowl match.
Don't look at my team.
I do want to look at the kicker league just because it's kind of funny, real quick. The fact that our buddy Kevin, who won our survival league, his road to victory is actually going through all the dudes.
Wow.
So he beat Jake. He now plays Tyler, and if I beat fucking Chris, I have to play Chris. Oh my god, you got to be kidding me! If I beat Chris, which I will. Then he would have to go through me. So he would have to beat all three dudes to go back to back in the kicker league, which is kind of funny.
Wow.
So yeah, if you guys don't have a kicker league, highly recommend. It's dumb fun, and at least it gives you an outside chance of a championship if all else fails.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that is it for our semifinal matchups. Wish us luck, please. I don't think you guys realize how bad I need this.
John needs it exceedingly bad. Exceedingly bad.
We're down bad, guys. It's not good. And I hate having hope because it never ends well. It
hope
never
is
does.
Killer sometimes. I can do it. Oh,
thanks, Slink. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. I really needed that. I'm gonna need a hug tomorrow, by the way. Okay. So I guess that's it for that. Why don't we move on to our favorite segment outside of the Brittany Mahomes update, obviously. It's it's survival football.
Survival football.
Duds.
It's dudes and duds of the week.
Dudes and duds of the week.
Dudes and duds of the week.
Right.
Tyler, just tell us it's Mike Evans and we'll move on.
Yeah, it's Mike Evans.
Okay.
9 catches, 159, 2 touchdowns, and I'll do my dud of the week too. DK Metcalf, 3 catches for 28 yards. Geno Smith's like top 5 in passing yards this year. What are you doing? What's happening? Come back. I love you.
Can I do mine because it's so easy? Mine is very obviously CeeDee Lamb for dude. 9 for 116 and 1. And obviously, it's Cooper Kupp. I mean, who else could it be?
Oh, that's the dud of the
0 points.
year.
Yeah, when you need him most, he disappears. Yeah, 0 on 3 targets for no yardage.
Yeah, that's wild. At least he got 3 targets. At least he's, he's still
Yeah,
probably
you're
had
right.
that cup of coffee in the morning, but maybe it was cold. Maybe he showed up late. Maybe he
Tough.
forgot the cream, if you will.
At least I won. A win's a win. A win is a win.
Gabby. It's for me, it's the Broncos defense. Listen,
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw what happened, but there was a sequence. There were a couple sequences throughout my matchup with Gabby that there were highs and lows, but there were more highs than lows overall. There were lulls, if you will, and then there were big highs. But the biggest high was when Amon-Ra St. Brown got like a 70-yard touchdown catch. And then the other one was almost immediately after. I come back from the bathroom and I see that there was a trick play where it was almost like when Jacoby Myers threw that touchdown at Chandler Jones.
Stupid idiot Colts.
The Colts throw it across the field, picked off, running for the end zone for a touchdown. That's an 8-point play on it for a defense, and that was literally the difference in me and Gabby's matchup.
So ridiculous, dude.
Thank God for the Broncos defense. It really pays off to make a good defensive start. It really does.
Good old Jim Bob Cooter over there. Indianapolis Colts.
Terrible, man. Yeah,
that's actually the offensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts.
His name is Jim Bob Cooter.
His name's Jim Bob Cooter, and he drew that play up with Anthony Richardson. Was like, yeah, this will work.
Did you guys see last night when Jacoby Myers almost did the exact same play he did when he was on the Patriots, where they lost that game against the Las Vegas?
Oh no!
They did like another trick play where they threw it to him. He throws it across the field, and it almost gets picked off.
Oh God!
I'm like, you guys are playing with fire right now. Dud of the week, Jesus, really nobody. But
oh, fuck off.
I mean,
lame.
I guess.
Cortland Sutton got a touchdown.
You got a touchdown.
That saved you too.
Chris Boswell, you should be giving me double digits every week. It's you. Do better. Kicker 1 on the year. I expect 15 a week from Chris Boswell.
Richie, you got him on waivers, right?
No, I drafted him 101 overall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know
how it is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I guess we need to survive.
Survival football.
Finally, something I'm good at.
Except for this week.
Oh no.
Survival football. Dan, Tyler, why'd you pick the Giants?
Giants.
Yeah, that was a booty cheek pick. I don't know why I picked the Giants. It's a rough one.
These are some crazy picks. We all picked teams that, quote unquote, kind of suck ass. Tyler wasn't here, obviously, last week, and he knows the punishment for not being on the podcast.
He picked it. He said, I'm so
excited to pick this matchup. Oh my God, I can't wait.
I'm so smart. Everyone else is so dumb.
It's a sure thing.
Yeah, he kept saying it. We kept being like, chill out, man.
Chill out, bro.
Sure, man. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are fucking idiots. It was crazy.
Dummies.
Yeah, dude. Tyler never calls us that either. It's like really mean.
Look, man, I don't know. It is what it is.
It's okay. It makes it so I am 1 game outside of tying Tyler in survival football, which is really out there. It never happens.
Yeah, honestly, I should be running away with this. I don't know what happened.
You took away my wins.
Well,
you took away your own wins, brother.
You cheated.
I didn't cheat. You guys let me cheat.
No, just look at the notes and you would know that you already picked some.
I'm not reading the notes.
Okay. I can't read.
Well, then you're not winning survival football, then, buddy.
I'll keep my own tally next year.
Anyway, NFL schedule, week 16. A lot on the line here. Because if you come in last place, you do get water in your face at the end of the year. Just decided now.
Fuck off. I'm not putting that on the water bets. I'm looking.
There has to be.
Put it on. Put it on. Do it.
Why the fuck are we doing this? Like,
all right. If you come in first, I'm gonna punch you in the dick. How about that?
It'd be nice to feel something, Jake.
Oh.
So anyway, yeah, if you come in last place,
that silence was crazy.
That was deafening.
No, Jake, if you come in last place, then it's even if it's a tie, then I'll throw water in both your faces. I think I'm winning this. To be honest, I think I'm locked and loaded. Okay, Jake, why don't you take it away here? Pull up the NFL matchups. Make your pick. I'll tell you who you can't pick. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Have I picked the Bills?
I'll
W's.
tell you, you picked the Bengals, Ravens, 49ers, Ravens,
No, you have not.
Texans, Commanders,
Bills.
Lions, Saints, Chargers, Vikings, Broncos, Jaguars, Dolphins, Cardinals. You can pick the Bills. All
Let's
right,
go,
Jake
Pats.
Jake
Let's
wants
go,
to spoil the
Pats. Spoil the Bills. That would be so funny.
That would be really funny.
Oh, they
That'd
are
be
playing
so
well.
funny.
Jake loves to pick against the fucking Patriots. He's such
Yeah,
an
because they
asshole.
suck right now.
All right, whatever, man. You don't know.
All right, I got mine. Time to lock it in. Monday night. 'Twas the night before Christmas. And the Packers beat the fuck out of the Saints
Yeah, that's a good one.
because they have no one left to play football.
That's a great choice, Tyler.
All right, Tyler going with a pack. And I don't really feel like I'm the Grim Reaper anymore,
Oh.
but
Oh no, I picked them. Oh no, I didn't see them before.
wait, have you already picked the Packers?
Shame.
I already-
Take a win.
I
away from
ruined
you
it. I
picked them
picked
week
the
11.
Packers. I'm
Tyler,
sorry.
all right.
Oh, sorry. I caught it. I was just
Tyler
Take a
double
win
checking.
away
picked the
from
Bucks,
him.
the Bucks, 49ers, Chiefs, Texans, Seahawks, Falcons, Bengals, Ravens, Colts, Bills, Packers, Commanders, Lions, Eagles, Giants.
All right. Let me have the Rams. Rams over the Jets. Devontae Adams is going to get crushed.
Fuck off.
The Rams are going to pop the fuck off. They need
That's
a
an
playoff
emotional
spot
choice,
still.
Tyler. This is an emotional choice. I don't like it.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, the Rams play for playoff seeding right now. That is like they need to win this game. And the Jets suck.
Jets do suck.
The Jets suck, but Devontae Adams is good for fantasy. Can we agree on that?
No.
No.
Okay, whatever. I don't care. I already played the drop, so I'm not going to play it again. But let's do Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper.
That was good. You got me with that
You
one.
do that.
Got
That was
you.
really good.
I'm good at that. Okay, so I've already picked the Bengals, Colts, Raiders, Cowboys, Seahawks, Eagles, Bills, Lions, Commanders, Rams, Texans, Bucks, Packers, Vikings, Jets. Jeez. You know who really needs a win? The Bengals.
You?
But I picked them week 1
Yeah.
against the Patriots, so I can't pick them. That's also true.
Not his
I need,
ass.
I need a win really bad. Have I picked the 49ers? I have not.
Wow.
Against the
That's incredible.
Dolphins.
I mean, I don't know if now is the time to
Dolphins.
pick the 49ers. I got to be honest with you, but
Yeah.
In
I probably would've
Miami?
burned that
Oh,
earlier.
I don't love that. Ah, shit.
the real Grim Reaper pick is the Bills because that is a massive trap game. They just
I
put
know. Sure you would
48 on the
not.
Lions.
Ooh, you know, I'm trying to tie Tyler here. I really got to think about this. Have I picked the Falcons yet? No, I don't want to pick the Falcons. They suck.
They've
oh
always
God.
sucked, brother. No, I'm kidding.
I still haven't picked the Chiefs, and I don't really want to pick them against the Texans. Oh my gosh, this is really hard. Fuck. I haven't picked the Buccaneers yet
You've not picked the
Buccaneers
Buccaneers.
against the Cowboys.
Oh,
Sunday
yes,
night.
you have. Week 12. You just you abbreviated it as
shoot.
Bucks, so I didn't see it.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Have I picked the Colts? Yes.
Ooh,
When it gets really tough, I picked half the league. I picked the Vikings. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, then fuck it. I'm picking the Panthers against the Cardinals.
hell yeah. I like it.
I'm picking it.
against the Cardinals. All
It's
right,
a
lock
sneaky
that loss
game.
in.
I'm going Panthers, baby.
I like it. I like it.
The Cardinals suck, bro. Come on. It's the Panthers. Bryce Young is going to ball out with Adam Thielen. Tyler's picking an emotional game because he doesn't want Adam Thielen, or he doesn't want Devontae Adams to have a good game.
It's an emotional game for the Rams. Not
It's an
for
emotional
me.
Game. I don't care about the Rams' emotions. I care about my fantasy emotions.
You're right.
It's all good. Yes, the Jets suck. Devontae Adams is about to lock in. Here we go. Jake with the Bills, Tyler with the Rams, I'm with the Panthers. Meow.
Oh, that was
That was
certainly
hot.
something.
I like that. Do it
Thank you.
more.
No, I don't know. The reaction
more
wasn't
really
great.
loud.
There was
People
a
want-
mixed reaction for that.
What reaction did you expect when you meowed?
Mewing.
I was given a donation in the chat for a couple meows, so that's why.
Were
I
you
did it.
really? Did we get a donation?
Slink, please put a donation in the chat so it makes it look like I'm not crazy.
Just type.
It's $5 per-
type
$5 per
donated
meow.
$100. Just type that.
Slink donated $100.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Slink,
Wow. Thanks.
no problem. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's so generous.
Yeah.
You wrote
Okay.
dollars. DOLLAS.
That's just it. That's just
That's
what the
just how it
algorithm
spells
does.
it on
I
Twitch
don't know.
or
I
whatever,
don't know.
You know what? You got me there. I don't watch a lot of Twitch. Ever, actually. I think I've only watched just my friend to play Twitch. That's it.
You've never
on
paid money
Twitch.
for a Twitch streamer monthly membership?
My
John,
friend plays Twitch.
my friend
I've seen him on there.
He does.
I might go stream Twitch right
played-
now.
Played GTA.
All right,
I was just
everybody.
goofing on Jake because he Nintendo'd Twitch.
I did.
My son
Oh.
has a Nintendo. He loves
Thanks, Blake.
games.
Appreciate it. $69. That gives you 69 meows. All right, ready, Tyler? Here we go.
Hell yeah.
No, Tyler's doing meows. John's doing rounds.
Well, it's more of an aggressive. I'm used to my cat meowing like that. All right, let's do a meow like you just woke your cat up.
Oh,
All right, now you're hungry. Now you're hungry.
I hate
Now,
this.
now you're
is
mad.
really
Get me out of here. We're
something.
too deep. We're too deep.
It's a
This is
cat that
really
doesn't-
something.
you don't
This
like-
is good
all right.
content you got going.
Get us out.
Jake,
Get
give
us
me your
out. Do the
best-
outro.
Give me your
Fucking
best.
end
the
the
outro.
show,
Give
please.
me your
Oh
best
my
cat
god,
that's mad at another cat impression.
John, end the goddamn show.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good luck in your semifinal matchup. Unless you're playing me, then fuck you.
Hey, wait a second.
Thanks
That's
for
me.
tuning in.
That's not nice.
Exactly.
Why would you say that about your friend Tyler?
Make sure to tune in.
I hope
next
that
week.
you lose.
Follow us at
We're gonna beat the
Fantasy
fuck out of you,
Foods on
John. We'll beat your
Instagram.
fucking ass. I'm coming for you.
Yes, Tyler. I'm gonna turn them into hands and then I'm gonna hug you.
Oh, that's really nice.
Good night, Slink.
Bye, Slink.
Bye.